What is up, my button mashers, and welcome into another fun episode of Button Mashing. I'm Nateslegend. Welcome in. Today we are joined by Scott, but before we jump into that, I do just want to bring something up, something very near and dear to Gaggle of Geeks. Dwayne Miller, a close friend of the program, is going through a bit of a hard time right now. His daughter was unjustly killed. It's been ruled a suicide and very much is not. I do encourage you guys all to check out the fundraiser. Check out the link in the description. It'll have more details for you. We do highly encourage you to check it out. It's hitting pretty hard, and Dwayne's one of the hardest working guys we know. So wanted to shed some light on it. Please go check out the fundraiser. But with that said, let's go ahead and jump in. We want to make this as fun of an episode as we possibly can. So, of course, I am joined by Doodles, Mr. Scott himself. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, I'm fantastic. Always fantastic. What have you been up to this week?
Oh, mostly just playing Borderlands 3. I beat it. So that's been fun. Right. Got back into Rocket League. I was playing some, I was listening to some Polyphia, playing some Rocket League with Nathan today.
Able to hop in earlier, and we did pretty well, I would say. It wasn't too bad. We got a few wins in there and ended on a bit of a low note. That last game was bit rough, but
he got some really cool losses in there too. It was some good stuff.
Oh, there were some good. We play Rumble. Favorite. I don't know if anybody is too interested in hearing our Rumble stories because we are not good at all. But also it's Mother's Day. So unfortunately, Jay at this time is unable to join us. We are hoping he'll be in a little bit later on, but you got to bear with us a little bit. It's all dependent on how today goes. So,
happy Mother's Day, moms.
Happy Mother's Day to all mothers out there that deserve Mother's Day, because not every every mother deserves a Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all the good mothers out there. We absolutely love you and we appreciate what you're doing. But yeah, all right, let's jump right into it here. I asked you a question, and I know you're struggling with it. Our think about it question today: what is the best console that has ever been released?
Yeah,
we'll let you go first.
Okay, so for funny, I want to say GameCube because it looks like a little suitcase. But my real answer though is got to be the PS4, just because of the games that were exclusive to it. With God of War, Bloodborne, and Spider-Man. I mean that's where I'm at with it. I think that's why the PS4 is the best in my opinion.
It's a hard question. I mean,
don't hit me. I'm sorry.
Right? No, it's you're not wrong. I mean, that is a great console. It really revolutionized gaming, if we're being completely honest. It is definitely the next level. I'm hoping the PS5 is just as good. Yeah. Here's the hope.
If I can ever find it.
Still can't get it. Still can't find one.
Nope.
Hey, who knows? Maybe the PS5 is the best console to ever release, but we'll never know.
It's the most rare.
Well, and I'm also struggling with this particular answer, but I'm gonna stay with PlayStation. All right. Don't hate me, but I'm going PlayStation 3 though. Okay, and it's a pure nostalgia reason. All right, that is the console I grew up with. Yes, I had my 360, but that console, I still have my PlayStation 3. Her name is Judy, Big Booty Judy.
Big Booty Judy.
Honest with you, where we won't get too deep into that story, but I mean, she's my baby. She always will be. Yeah. PlayStation 3 for the win, and that's it. That's the only reason that's my answer, is because I grew up with it.
There you go. Yeah, I'd say solid answer. That's a good one.
Yeah, I would agree.
Demon Souls was on it, so that's a good one.
It was. Hey, also.
Hey, listen.
So we need to move on here to our updates. We have quite a few of them, but speaking of Demon Souls and kind of your whole RPG genre, great segue here. Bloodborne is coming as a series on HBO. And this is your baby here. This is your dream.
I'm very happy.
Tell us about this show. What's happening with it?
Okay. I know nothing about it other than that I've heard that it is happening. but I'm very excited for it because Bloodborne was probably my favorite of the FromSoft games.
Mhm.
I mean, my first was Dark Souls 3, and it'll always hold a special place. But Bloodborne was just so freaking fun. It was so good, and it was fast-paced. It was like Lovecraftian, like I don't know how to describe it. It's just it's going to be good. I'm expecting it to be creepy British meets werewolves with with really good weapons. So yeah, I'm hoping they're doing the weapons justice, because with the Switch weapons, those were sick.
That's fair. And I mean, when you think of those games, I mean, that's kind of the landmark to it, right? Is get the biggest weapon. You know, they that's all that you see in the big in the trailers, whatever else, is the big weapons just going and slaughtering people. So definitely want to see the weapons. Is there anything that you're hoping they avoid from the video games, or kind of want to stay away from to make it unique?
Yeah, Mikayla. I hope they don't go anywhere near Mikayla. He's awful, and he's the worst boss ever. And I mean, I beat him first try for the first time ever today. So,
okay.
Yeah, but his fight is dumb. It's just a dumb fight, and it's not a good one where you're just chasing him around this creepy mansion thing, and it just takes a lot of time unless you know like the sneaky way to get him to hurry up to the boss fight. But yeah, no, he's cringe. I don't want him in the movie. I don't want him in the show. Don't bring him in.
No, I can't say I blame you there. I mean, that's completely fair. Great answers. I'm looking forward to it as well. You know, it's gonna be a good show. I'm hoping it's a good show. Let's just hope they stay away from the Game of Thrones endings there.
Please.
But, hey, maybe this will convince me to play the game. You haven't been able to convince me to play the game yet. So
I got another thing. I want the moon presents. Bring the moon presents in the show. Nate, if you want to understand that, you'll play the game with me. I have already dropped the gauntlet, but I'll drop it publicly. I don't care. Nate, play the game with me. We're going to beat the game together. It'll be fine. I got you.
Is that so that's the one where I got stuck in the graveyard because you have to lose, and I still can't figure it. Like, you had to lose the first battle, like, because it sends you to this place. I can't figure out how to get out of the cemetery. Don't hate me, but I can't figure it out. And I don't
hate you. Watch walkthroughs. It's confusing at first, but after you get to the first part, I can walk you through the rest of the game. It's just getting onto the bike, and then we can start riding it.
All right. See, it feels like so much effort to figure out how to escape one room. I don't know. Maybe I'm just maybe I'm dumb. I don't know. Maybe that's all it is. But we'll stick with that. We'll call it good.
Hello.
It is what it is.
Hey, listen.
Hey.
Hey. Hey, look.
Hey.
Hey, listen.
Anywho, all right, back on track here. What is up? All right, so also we have Ubisoft. Ubisoft just announced a new mobile game. It's going to be free to play. It's coming out sometime between 2021 and 2022, and it is the Division, specifically Division's Heartlands. Now, personally speaking, I haven't really been into the Division games as either. Unfortunately, that's probably on. But they're really pushing out some of these Division games. Have you had a chance to play many of the Division games?
I played it a little bit. I played Division 1 a little. I haven't had a chance to play 2 yet. Not that I wouldn't. The concept seemed pretty cool, but I haven't had an opportunity to play it too much.
That's fair. I think I got it when I got my is that the game that I chose? I may have chosen one of the Resident Evil games, like 2 or something, but that was a game that that was up for grabs when I bought the graphics card for my my computer that I built. I don't know if I picked it up though. I think that's really the only thing that's stopping me is just access to the game. Like, I haven't really thought, oh, hey, I should go buy this game. So maybe a mobile free version somehow is going to get me involved. I don't know. I've never played mobile games either. Like, I can't do it, man. But maybe this is enough. It'll push us over. I don't know. I wanted to bring it up because I think it's exciting, but I don't have much to add beyond that. Welcome to your news. All right, but we do have I'm super, super, super excited to bring up here with you guys, like super excited. And we have a little more detail on Halo Infinite. Okay, so two new articles that came out this week concerning Halo Infinite. One of which is from, it's based off an anonymous employee that gave an interview. The employee is saying that the game is being developed as a semi-open world game. So it's going to be a little bit more free than the other games that are very path-based, very linear. They're basically having to create an entirely new game engine along with creating the game, which apparently now I don't know if this is right. Like that's a big task to undertake, and apparently causing some issues for the story development as well, because they're just clashing, and it's causing like low-level employees to have to crank out numbers, crank out hours. So hopefully speaking, we don't fall into the same trap that you're and Cyberpunk. Wow, I don't know how I forgot that. I hope we don't fall into the same trap that Cyberpunk falls into, where it's just not a complete game. But it's good to know they're really trying to put the time and effort into making this the best possible game. What are your thoughts, Doodles, concerning the open world feel? What are you looking forward to with it?
I'm excited just to see what their version of it is. If they're going to be doing like what is the scale that they're working on? Are they going to be talking about several maps? Are they talking about one giant map? Well, it's Halo, so it's going to be a bunch of places. So,
yeah, I'm sure it will all take place.
I'm wondering just how large of an area that they're going to actually dive into.
Yeah, are we going to have multiple worlds? Are we, is it? That is an excellent question. That's not something I had really thought about when it came to this world. You kind of assume, oh, you're thrown down on this planet. You have, ODST where. I would have classified that almost semi-open world. I mean, it is still very, very, very linear, but is it one town, one world, like those, or are they going to branch out and do similar to I would say like Assassin's Creed or Valhalla, where you have worlds within the world. You have Britain, you have Finland, you have coming soon. Spoilers, coming soon. You have Ireland as well. Are they going to do those those multiple worlds that you can kind of bounce between, or is it going to stick with a fairly linear story? Is it an open world but linear story? You can't really progress off of this path.
I mean, I see there's a lot of potential. Like they can do a lot of like side military style missions, do a lot of side quests. I mean, if they're building this more towards to be like Fallout, kind of like a first person RPG, like shooter RPG style game, then I feel like there's a lot of potential for this to be a massive game, but it just has to be done right and in a way that would do Halo justice.
Right? How do you keep that balancing act between your old, the old games while still progressing this game further than any of the others? But you do pose an excellent question. What if they go full RPG with this? You have your different classes of soldiers. I don't see why you couldn't turn that into like different Spartans. But at that point, how close are you playing it to Destiny? I'll play my own devil's advocate here. Are we going full Destiny level? How do you find that balance? But I would love to see an RPG level Halo. Like that's an interesting concept.
It sounds like a really cool idea, being able to, and if they were to throw in a multiplayer aspect, you could see like a unique group of Spartans jumping in to fight together. And that sounds actually really cool. I can get into that. Yeah. I would love that. If they were to do something like that, that would be great.
Right. Which, I mean, if you can translate that very well into multiplayer, add maybe a potentially new game mode built around your, RPG, your class, your whatever else. But the only thing we know about the multiplayer, well, not the only thing, but one of the new things this week that we learned about multiplayer, segue. All right, segueing into the next part of the Halo news. Yeah,
we're getting so good at this.
Trying anyway. It is what it is. All right, y'all. So we have the multiplayer. Basically, it comes down to, I'm going to break it down pretty simply. If you play with the mouse and keyboard, you only get to play with mouse and keyboard. Now, that said, that isn't classified by console. So if you are on an Xbox playing with the mouse and keyboard, y'all get to play with mouse and keyboard computers, whereas you will not get to play with controllers. If you have a controller, you will exclusively play with those with controllers. I think this is an awesome move. It's what we've been really looking. I know a lot of games kind of already do this, but having that announcement, their justification for it was awesome. It was basically, it's not a fair gameplay, which it's really not. I mean, console has its advantages, or rather controllers have their advantages with aim assist, whereas you have sniping and your precision of mouse and keyboard. So
that's what I was going to say. Exactly. It's like, there's no comparison as far as accuracy. If you catch me on mouse and keyboard, I'm a lot more accurate. But I mean, I just prefer playing with the controller, but I don't want to be on a controller getting sniped by Hanzo, just because he's got on mouse and keyboard, and I'm just Tracer, just trying to zip zap away,
Right. And it's how is it that, okay, we're gonna sidetrack for a moment. How is it that when I play Tracer, I am so bad and get headshot by everything, but the moment that I try to play like anything else, like they can't hit my head for anything, but as soon as I play Tracer, it's headshot central. Does she have a larger, like, I don't know. Anyway, do you have that?
It's the winning. Yeah. It's the winning smile. It's actually magnetically drawing in the accuracy.
Okay, I see. It's okay. I get it now. I understand, and I'm never playing Tracer again. That was not a threat. I don't want to play Tracer again. It's not a threat. It's a promise. Like, I'm just not going to play Tracer again. All right, we're so sidetracked here. Let's get back on track now. I know that we're doing specifically Nintendo 64. We'll kind of break that down here and how today's going to go a little later on. But PlayStation has some big news as well. PlayStation is fully expecting to integrate Discord into the PlayStation Network by 2022. Woo!
Good team.
Oh my goodness. What are your thoughts? Like, I know that this is kind of old news. Discord it was announced forever ago that they were merging or whatever else. But what are your thoughts on like having this actual timetable? What do you expect to see out of this?
I don't know. I'm just excited. I want new stuff. I like the idea of getting new stuff, and Discord getting this, done. I feel like, how is this going to work? Is it going to be like a widget on the console or what?
I don't know. There wasn't much detail to it. It's one. They kind of just announced the timetable. Even then, it was a loose timetable.
I'll tell you what. I want to see a widget. That's what I want.
That'd be really cool.
Just want like an app in my sidebar that I can use to easily get to Discord then.
That'd be, yeah. I mean, that's especially where you have your menu bar as is. Like, just throw it in there. You can throw Spotify in there. So why not throw something, or I would even accept like an opaque menu on like the right side where you can see it, but it doesn't get in the way of things. Especially if you're streaming and being able to kind of integrate groups into your stream. They could do with it, but I think the widget idea is probably my favorite so far. They bring up a great point.
Could be fun.
Could be good. Could be good.
Could be good. Could be good.
Could be. Who knows?
Hey.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
Oh, I don't know what that sound means.
Hey, listen.
All right. I'm distracted. I got that specific. Okay, so I'm thinking to myself here. Okay, I have Hey Look. I'm gonna just annoy the ever living crap out of everybody, and I'm throwing myself off more than I'm throwing it because I'm like, listen, yeah, I want to see his reaction. I want to see. Oh no, there is no reaction. Anyway, all right. I mean, I'm entertaining myself with that way more than I'm entertaining anybody else. But
I thought it was pretty fun. It was a good thing.
I think it's fun.
It's a good thing.
I'm just gonna randomly just.
Hey, listen.
I think it's
All right, y'all.
yeah. We had a fun thing there.
It is.
It's
All right,
kind of a fun thing.
Right. Well, I think that covers the most, bulk of the news that I kind of have for you guys.
We were talking about Nintendo 64 stuffs.
Yeah. So I think today we're
yeah.
gonna break down. Yeah. Let's go ahead here. I have a special treat for y'all. Let's go ahead.
The games of Nintendo 64.
Yeah. Patrick put that together for us. Excellent little ad. Yeah, so we're going to start breaking down the Nintendo games. And I chose the 64 for a very, very, very specific reason. And that's that over the last few weeks, I've noticed us comparing games specifically to N64 games. Right. So I wanted to get it out of the way and actually break these games down because there's so many games to choose from, but we each have our favorites, and we're gonna play it very, very much like we did last week. Last week, obviously doing the racing games. If you haven't checked out the episode, please go do so. I think it's a fun episode.
Lots of vroom vroom car talk is a good one.
Lots of vroom vroom car talk. Oh, the vroom vroom car talk. So this week we're gonna break it down very, very similarly. We have our honorable mentions. Now, obviously, Jay hasn't joined us just yet. Still hoping he hops on a little bit later, but we're gonna go ahead and start with ours. Jay has his own honorable mentions that I'm really hoping he can discuss with us. He'll have way better context, and so, but he does. He has some really good, picks here. So let's go ahead and start now that we've seen our wonderful N64 ad. We're gonna start with Conker's Bad for a Day. Best your honorable mention there, Doodles. Tell us about Conker's Bad for a Day.
Okay, so it was developed by Rare. It was released on March 5th, 2001. The game looked similar to it had a similar look to Banjo and Kazooie or like Donkey Kong 64, but it was definitely made for for a more mature audience. It had more of a kind of vulgar humor, kind of like Deadpool, graphic violence, and it had a decent story as well, where they did a really good job at parodying the Matrix. But the real draw for me was the multiplayer game modes that went from capture the flag style games to lava racing to robbing a vault with mafia weasels. And I just have really good memories playing it as a kid with my brother and our friends growing up. They had these really interesting weapons. They had the chainsaw, the katana, and then there was this revolver with a scope on it that would one-shot you from across the map. It didn't matter how close, how far, you were getting one shot with this revolver. And yeah, so it was just a really fun game. I played it way too much, and I don't think it was I was probably way too young to play it, but it was fun.
Hey, listen.
All right, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
Completely fair.
So that's all I got.
No, that's a great pick. That's one I never really got to play. As you mentioned, it was built for a more adult audience, and I have just some context for y'all. There's 7 kids in my family. At no point in time was there room for adult material in my house growing up, and by time there was, this game was long in the past. So unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to play that one very much, but I know the game style really, really well, and it brings back what was that?
The sword was pretty sick.
Yeah, it was I had a chance. I looked at it, and it brings back memories of all these other games. As you mentioned, it has the same feel as others. So once I get a Nintendo 64, I'm going to go shopping. I'm going to find a Nintendo 64, and we will. I'll find a way to stream it or something, but it's going to be glorious when I finally have this collection. I have the rest of them. Screw it. Let's add another console on there. Can't be that expensive.
I might have it somewhere around the house if you want to try it. I think I have Conkers around the house somewhere. Okay. Come on, you know how we go. We're always gonna have the Conker's Bad Fur Day laying around, We got it for you.
It's there somewhere. If not, it's got to be I know for us it's Graywell or local. I don't know. I don't want to plug anybody.
Dude, Nintendo 64 games are actually getting really pricey nowadays, from what I hear, because that's low stock, high demand for these highly unique games, and they aren't making them anymore. And yeah, so I think I don't know. I'm glad I have it. I think I have it. I'm pretty sure I have it.
All right, you're gonna have to. If not, let me actually. Give me just a second here. Let me see how much Conker's Bad Fur Day is going for. Conker.
All right, while you're doing that, there's bazookas in it that are really cool too, and there are teddy bears where you can jump off towers and not take fall damage, and that's just cool. All right, did you find the thing?
Right, yo, we have Nintendo 64 sitting here on eBay, ranging anywhere. Oh my, that's an unreasonable price. All right, so most people are asking about 20 to 25 is kind of the. So it's definitely getting up there. I remember picking up games for like $5 a piece. You know?
Yeah.
Definitely. There is one person here asking for $2,300 for it, and I'm sorry, dude, but what?
I hope he wins.
Number.
I hope you get it. You know what? Just get it, dude.
If people are willing to pay for NFTs, someone's willing to pay that much money for a game that's $23 in the link above it. Like, ooh, buddy.
Wouldn't it be fun just to have that amount of money to just not care about like scrolling? Oh, dude, whatever. We'll just grab the first thing at the top.
Most expensive one. It's cool. No worries. I'm
not even worried about it. It's
like,
fine.
Who does that? You know, like.
I don't know.
There's someone out there. There's someone. I'm gonna throw another one. Okay, we're gonna segue in because I thought about this game and I literally just thought about it and I remember playing it and it was more intense than I probably should have been playing. But thinking of adult games, Sarge's Heroes, Army Men Sarge's Heroes, like
okay,
right? Have you got? Okay,
yeah, I think I played it. I think I played it a little bit. I don't remember it for sure, dude. Nintendo 64 was my first console. So this was my first console, so like these are some classics. I don't remember.
It's hard. It's really hard because let's break it down for like 30 seconds here. So the game I chose today for my top pick is I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. Anyway, the game I chose came out in 98. All right.
Yeah.
I not to give away my age, but like I was 5. Bro.
Yeah,
like,
I was 3 when mine was released. I'm not gonna give it away either, but yeah,
right. Don't do that. But like these games are the first games we played, so you'll have to forgive us if we've forgotten some details about them. Because, oh, buddy, it's hard to revisit those games too. Like because you go back with these nostalgia goggles on, right? And you're like, I'm gonna play this game, and it's gonna be so much fun. And then you're just like, as much as I love this game, like it's not what it used to be. This, it's right? Hard. Go back and revisit some of them. Well, especially go ahead.
Yeah, and it helps that it doesn't help that the way that you played games back then when it was like your first game, like you were like the way you played these games, it wasn't like, oh hey, I'm just gonna beat this game. Let's play it efficiently. No, with the game that I picked, I can't assess it at a reasonable this is how the game plays, because my memories of it were just me just dinking around. Like I don't even think I even beat the game that I'm bringing up.
I mean that's fair. That's fair. Based off of your selection, let me go back and revisit which game you chose. Oh yes, that's right. It's gonna be a good one. Oh yeah, it's a really good one. Interesting. I don't know why I didn't steal more sound effects for that one. Nonetheless, let's go ahead here and break down some of these other games. So you chose Conquerors. I chose Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask made my honorable mention list. Now, this is another one that it's just about time spent played, right? It's definitely a nostalgia pick for me. This is one I don't think I ever finished it. I know the story.
It's a great pick though.
It is.
Yeah, I thought it was a good pick. Classic game. A lot of Zelda fans like
notes about you as you do though. So I mean, now I feel a little insignificant, which is fine. It's only my show or whatever. Throw that up there. Cool. That's neat. All right. Nonetheless, all right, y'all. So I chose Majora's Mask. This is a direct sequel to Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Again, I don't remember too awfully much about the exact story, but essentially you're trying to save the world while the moon is crashing down upon you. You're trying not to allow it to do so. Honestly, there's some theories going around, and this is another reason. There are some theories that between all of the characters that you meet along the way, they each signify a different aspect of grief and ultimately death. So there's this whole conspiracy theory. I don't know if it's conspiracy theory or just a fan theory, but there's this whole theory going around that Majora's Mask could very well signify Link's death at the time, which I don't know, as a morbid adult that looks up that really enjoys some messed up stuff. I can see it. I'm here for it, and I'm 100% down. Like, let's roll. Let's face death as kids. I don't know.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Like I said, very insignificant compared to the amount of detail that you put in there. I do want to talk about one, so I'm going to go ahead and nix a lot of the picks from Jay. Now, the main reason for this, not because I don't want to talk about them, I haven't played them. Literally, there's 3 games that he chose for us. 4 games that he chose for us, but like one of them was a consensus from all of us, so whatever. 3 games that he chose that I actually haven't had a chance to play, but I'm going to throw them out here. Turok 64, F-Zero X, and Perfect Dark. Now, I don't know if Perfect Dark is anything like the movies that come to mind, but Vin Diesel's like Chronicles of Riddick come to mind. And I'm sorry, but if they released a game, I have not looked this up. Like, I'm gonna be like, I'm speculating. I really should. But Perfect Dark comes to mind, and all I can think of is Vin Diesel. You know, like Vin Diesel going out and wrecking things. I don't know. Maybe I'm dumb, but like that's what comes to mind. I should look it up. Perfect Dark 64. All right, what do we got? Okay, I mean, all right. It's
Is Vin Diesel in it?
No, Vin Diesel isn't in it. It
Didn't
looks
make it.
very reminiscent. Okay, I understand. I fully understand why he chose this game. All right, I was hoping he'd be here to discuss it, but looking at this is so close to GoldenEye. Oh my goodness. This looks so much fun. I may have to actually check this one. I'm just looking at images right now. I'm not even looking at gameplay. All right, y'all, back on track. I apologize.
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen.
That is Jay's pick there. Perfect Dark, as his honorable mention, and it does look so much. There's little aliens running around, man. Oh, this looks so much fun. Oh my god, what is that?
So is it play more like a first-person shooter?
It is a first person. It looks like it is definitely a first person shooter. It is very reminiscent, as I said, of GoldenEye, which we'll be breaking here momentarily as well. Hopefully soon. We'll have to see if Jay can make it in for his pick there as well. Nonetheless, that's kind of our picks. Star Fox. Star Fox is the next one we want to talk about real quickly here.
Do a barrel roll.
This was, again, one of Jay's picks. This is one he wanted to get added on, and I don't want to rob him of this.
Do a barrel roll.
This was just so
do a
much,
barrel roll.
just for Jay, and he's
Do a barrel roll.
and he's not even
Do a
here.
barrel roll.
And now I'm really upset.
Do a barrel roll.
Because all I want to do
a barrel
is show
roll.
Jay.
Do a barrel roll.
All right, I'm done. Like I said, I thought I was going to annoy you guys with these. This was the whole goal, was to annoy you guys, not just let me play around with it. That
I was
was
just gonna let you go for it. See how long you wanted to do it for.
Giving me control over Navi was the worst decision you guys had made, because honestly, that ain't going nowhere. I cycled through which sound effects. Nope, this one's not going nowhere. Nowhere.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel.
Right.
That one's doing a barrel roll.
That one is doing a barrel roll. All right, y'all. Star Fox. So Star Fox 64. We really have discussed it in earlier weeks. I think we've broken it down pretty evenly at this point. The entire game, you're flying around, you're collecting, fighting against bad guys. It's kind of best way I can describe this game, if you really think about it. What is the game? Oh, see, now I'm spacing on it. The arcade game. One second here, y'all. I am pulling a full space. It is
Space Invaders.
Space Invaders. Space Invaders. 100% Space Invaders. Thank you, Doodles. That's why I keep you around.
I'm a psychic.
Love it. Space Invaders. That's kind of what it reminds me of. You have things coming at you. It's more of a vertical stance versus a horizontal, but like it's very Space Invaders. You got things flying at you. You're trying to take them out as you go without running into anything, without crashing. You do have your final boss at the end that allows you a little bit more free roam. It's kind of a more circular area, but the overall progression of the game is very Space Invader-esque. It's kind of interesting. Did you get a chance to play this one as well, Doodles?
I have not. I only played. My only experience with Star Fox is with Super Smash.
Do a barrel roll.
That's fair. Yeah, he was added into Super Smash Bros. Fox was added. Did we get any of the others? Were there ever any DLCs or like additions? I don't know. Yeah.
I believe there are some that were added. I think there was quite a few added. I can't remember. It was a while ago that I checked.
That's fair. I haven't played that game in so long. I think it was the Wii version that I last played. Like, it's been a hot minute since I played any of this. Well, I own the newest Smash Bros. I think.
I've been playing. I played that one a little bit. I haven't played it recently, but I played it a bit.
Okay. All right. We can have a tournament. You versus me. Let's go.
I'd be.
I will really in heartbeat, but
I will
do it.
I will lose so good. I don't know.
Interesting. Shia doesn't want to play today, guys. I'm sorry.
No.
Sorry. It is what it is. All right. Okay. Let's hop back on track one more time here. We keep getting distracted. I think we're sticking to things pretty well, though.
Go team.
Into our picks. Doodles. Now, I know last week I had that an intro. We don't have this today, but nope. I wanted to do something very special for you here. So I'm going to play this game.
The games of Nintendo 64.
I kid. All right, go ahead. Doodles, what is your pick for the best N64 game to ever be released?
Get in or get out. Okay, so my pick was all right. It was Super Mario 64. And that was my pick. Wrong. Yep, that was my pick.
Right, why is that your pick? Go ahead, my man. Go ahead.
Well, okay, so it was developed by Nintendo, released on June 23rd, 1996. It's set in Princess Peach's castle. Mario has received an invitation from Princess Peach to come to her castle to enjoy a cake that she has baked for him. Mario didn't get the cake. When he arrives, he finds that Bowser has invaded the castle and captured the princess and her servants using the power of the castle's 120 power stars. And that was when I jumped in and just tried to describe the game from memory. And I played it as a kid. So you jump into the paintings on the walls.
Just do it.
Don't let your dreams stay. Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead. Go. Do it from memory.
You jump into these paintings, right? And you get to jump in and experience these different worlds. And I got to look at my notes. I just remember playing this game and just jumping down the hills a bunch and playing around the main area more than anything, more than the actual levels themselves. But I have watched gameplay, and this game, it's a good one, and it's one of the more beautiful games that I've seen. Like, aesthetically, it's really cool. Like, I really appreciate, you know what? Last thing I'm going to say about this game, because I'm running out of stuff to say. I really appreciated that this game came out with the best, main screen game ever, where you could just grab onto Mario's face in, like, different spots and just drag it. And it would, like, flip around. You grab his nose, like, ding! Yeah. It was, dude, so that alone made it the best game ever for me. And that was why it was my pick.
All right. I feel that. I think that's a really good pick. Mario is a staple of all things Nintendo. I mean, you can't really do an episode of best Nintendo games without throwing Mario in there. The real sad part is that we only got one in here. I mean, we also have Mario Kart Racing 64.
That's a good one.
So many games that came out for the 64 that are
Super Smash,
Mario World.
We were talking about Super Smash earlier.
We got Smash that came out for it. Like, you really, really shouldn't go a whole episode and wait that long to mention Mario in a Nintendo episode.
I want to go back and change my pick I want Super Smash to be my pick. Yeah, can we do that still? Is that a possibility? Is that an option?
Make it your pick. Make it your pick.
Super Smash Bros.
Do it.
I'm making it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's my pick now.
All right. Then I challenge you, please, by all means, please go ahead and tell us about the game. Go.
All right, you get to play as a bunch of characters and they fight each other, and I'm pretty sure Charizard was in it.
Was Charizard in this one?
I don't know. I'd probably not. Pikachu is in it. I think Pikachu is in it.
I think Pikachu's been a staple of all of them as well. But
and you know what? Hot take. I think Mario might have been in it. I'm gonna say it. I think Mario may have been in the original one.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah. Vegas
How do
odds.
we leave that off the list? That's the real question. How do we leave that off the list?
That's why I had to switch my pick, because I realized that we did that, and I was really ashamed.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit.
Yeah.
But not too much, because let's be honest here. The next part of my pick is just as much a staple of Nintendo as any others. Y'all, of course, you guessed it.
Hey, listen. Hey, look.
I don't know why I can't just keep talking through all of that, because, like, let's be honest, I really could just continue to talk. Nonetheless, I chose Ocarina of Time. Y'all, this game, man, like, I know that there's some debate as to which is better, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. I know that there is that debate out there, but to be fair, the one that I played as a kid was Ocarina of Time. And this game is considered to be one of, if not the greatest game of all time, based off who you ask. Like, this is top 5 at the very least best games ever released ever for any console. Don't at me on that, because it wasn't just me that said it. So, nah. Yep. All right. Well, this game was developed and published by Nintendo, of course. It was released in November of 1998. The game starts out, you're in a nightmare, or rather, Link is in a nightmare. He's watching as a man is stealing a woman, riding away on a horse, trying to catch up, when suddenly Navi decides that she's going to go ahead and join us, and she wakes us up and takes us to the Deku Tree. Now, the Deku Tree is dying. Yeah, it's dying. It was cursed by the wicked man in the desert. It is basically man trying to take over the world. That's kind of what the description you get. This man is trying to take over the world. He cursed me. I'm dying. He's going to be able to do it.
Oh, no.
We need you to head to Hyrule Castle Garden. So we head to Hyrule Castle Garden. That is where we meet Link. Wow, excuse me, Zelda. We meet Zelda there. She informs us of Ganondorf, who is trying to collect the Triforce, trying to gain ultimate power. Triforce, of course, being godlike power. If you can get all 3 of them together. So he has captured the Triforce, the power one. But I've already forgotten the accurate name of. But he's stolen the power side of things, and we are there to stop it. Now, it's a long story. It really is a fairly long, complicated story. Because it is the Ocarina of Time, you do get quite a bit of time travel. We're jumping 7 years in the future, hitting up older Link. We are, just to travel back in time as well. This game is so iconic. It really is. So it's one of the first games to introduce Z targeting and context-sensitive actions. So for those that don't know, Z targeting is when you can jump between, basically hit Z and it picks a target for you to focus on. You can change your target, whatever else. Context action is it allows multiple buttons to be pressed with one or multiple actions to be done with one button. So your triangle can do multiple things based off what you're looking at or what you're doing. And this was really one of the first games to introduce, if not the first. Like, this was so early on in video game development, future development. I don't know even what you want to call that. Like, this is next gen. Everybody uses this. I mean, I'm playing. You look at. I have Avengers, a game in Avengers going. Speaking of which, I started Avengers. Nice. But, right, I got. You got Assassin's Creed. All of these games that all use this same functionality, like context-based or sensitive, whatever action is a staple to video games now, and it's the only way that controllers continue to work. Because like you really look at how many buttons the original like consoles had. Yeah, they started out with a few, but it grew and it grew and it grew, and then suddenly you know, at what point does it break? You know, at what point do you have too much button for a controller? You know,
too many buttons.
Right, so many. Anyway, that's, I mean, kind of the gist of the story, if we're being honest. I'm not going to get in too deep into it, but we got the water temple, one of the more iconic levels in all of video games. Everybody knows the water temple. I really enjoyed the ocarina itself. I guess, you know, technically speaking, I gave you this. I can take. Hello, y'all. I really enjoyed the ocarina. One of the coolest features was learning what each individual tune did and having that sequence that you had to go through to get, you know, call your horse or to go back in time, you know, whatever else it is that you're doing. You have to learn those, and it's very similar to your up, down, left, you know, your Konami codes and whatever else that were originally in games. Very reminiscent. One of my favorite things was learning those codes, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna go ahead and break down when this game. It was iconic, and there's really no beating around how good of a game it is. So
Well,
well, your thoughts? Go ahead.
Sorry, no, I was just gonna say it's a great choice because the whole Zelda community still backs this game, and it's hugely cherished. This game definitely is still winning awards, and it's years ago, you know, and it's still winning awards.
8. I was 5 years old when this game released. Like, this is, and don't get me wrong. Okay, so let's do some math. So I'm on the young side of the millennials, right? Like, getting
We're
up
here.
Okay, so we're on the young side of the millennials. So yes, this game was pretty much around from my inception. Like, but I don't remember what was going on when I was 5. Like, I know I started kindergarten. I remember some basics, you know, but like really early on, which means that all these other millennials that are a little bit older than myself, you know, they're looking at being anywhere from 10, 15. You know, I don't know how high up it actually goes, but they're you know 10 to 15 years old at this point in time, and this is the prime of the 64. So you gotta think that like this game had to be a staple for so many children, so many especially millennial lives. Like, not even just this game, but like these consoles are what we grew up with. Like, they are the OG. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of tangented off there. I've been talking a lot today. We'll go ahead and take a swig of my button mashing water bottle.
It's a great water bottle.
Yeah, if you haven't had a chance there, you can get stickers and whatnot from our shop, and it's fantastic. I just want to go ahead and plug that since I have my sticker. I got a few more here. I haven't decided what I'm putting them on yet. I will decide. Probably on the laptop, if I'm honest. Yep, go check out that merch. All right. We'll get
Always
back.
Good.
Okay, so we've covered yours. We have covered mine. The only one that we're missing, and I feel like we need to do it just a little bit of justice as well, and make sure that we at least bring it up. But we got Jay with the selection of GoldenEye. GoldenEye being, again, one of the more iconic games at the time. One of my favorite things was playing. So again, there's 7 of us when I grew up. So playing this, we turn on paintball mode because adult content. We turn on paintball mode, and it'd just be me and my siblings going at it. It'd be the 4-1 free-for-all modes, going on shooting paintballs at each other, and that's what we kind of had to do. So that was my memory of GoldenEye growing up. I did not get to play the story so much as the multiplayer, and the multiplayer was absolutely iconic. You know, we'd mess with so many things. What was your memories of GoldenEye?
Fun fact about GoldenEye is developed by the same company that Conker's Bad Fur Day is developed by. It's developed by Rare. Yeah.
Wait. Oh no, I got one better. We got. There you go. Interesting. Okay. So,
released in '97
to each other? Released in 97. Okay,
Released in 97.
When was Conquerors released?
Conquerors was released in 2001.
Okay, so you're the only one that chose one of the 2000 games.
I think so.
You're pushing the
I
they
wanted
had
to go to like the last game they made. I wanted to go to the last one. That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, that's I get that. I mean, what year was Sarge's Heroes?
Yeah, dude, I just show up late to parties, bro. I just show up late.
North America, 99. When I bring up Sarge's Hero, and even mine falls into the 90s. Come on, are you even a 90s kid? Come on, man. Oh wait, no, you're older than me.
Yeah, careful, careful, young man. You're supposed to be nice to your elders.
I need to respect my elders, don't I?
Yeah.
Don't I? All right, y'all. GoldenEye. Let's get back on track. Okay, so GoldenEye. What are your memories of GoldenEye? Did you have much of a chance to play it growing up?
Okay, I forget the character's name every time, but I play as the short guy, and that's the way you play. You play as a short guy. No one ever sees you.
As well.
You know what? I'm googling it.
We're gonna look it up. We gotta have the name, man. Come on now.
GoldenEye, short dude.
Odd Job. It's Odd Job, of course.
It's Odd Job. He's great.
Odd Job. Yep.
Great.
All right.
Odd Job, and then no one sees you because you're as tall as their knees.
Did you ever? Okay, so I know that we have Odd Job. That's this perma short. You know, that's kind of the character. But did you ever put short player mode on, or where you could turn everybody short? I believe
I did not do this.
A little mode. They had a big head mode. For some reason, and please, by all means, please correct me if I'm wrong here, because I'm gonna sound like a total idiot. But I want to say there was a way to like make them look gorilla, where they had like long arms and like little heads, and I don't know, maybe it's crazy. Like I mix up memories all the time, but like
if that's real, that sounds awesome.
But you do have big head mode. That was always an interesting kind of fun thing to do, especially when you're playing, you know, you have to headshot or whatever else. I guess that didn't really come around till closer to Halo era. Oh my goodness, we're tangenting.
I don't know if the headshot thing was a thing. It may have been a thing. If it was a thing, then it was good that it was a thing.
Headshot hitboxes, right? Like,
yeah.
At what point that's an excellent question we can dive into for another time. All right, guys, I think that covers everybody's. I know we didn't get to do Jay's games quite as much justice. We spent our time investigating our own, making sure we're all caught up. Kind of why we do it this way is to make sure that we have a subject matter expert. And unfortunately, Jay wasn't able to join us, but that is perfectly fine, because please make sure to go check him out. He has a few channels, a few shows that he's doing. Most importantly, he is a part of Gaggle of Geeks. He's the producer on the show, making a weekly appearance every, I believe it's Friday nights. Is that right? Yeah, there's links in the descriptions and whatnot. Please, by all means, go check him out there. Doodles, what are you up to? Where can our fans find you? Let's throw this back up here so you can see.
Well, you can find me on Twitch at @thedoodly-doo. Whenever I start streaming, I'm working on a schedule right now that works with my current schedule. So pretty soon, hopefully, I'll be streaming consistently and have a schedule out.
I believe you and I talked about because we're 2 weekends in a row where we were able to play some video games before the episode. We might be able to pull off. You know what? That gives me some ideas. Y'all stay tuned. Nate's got ideas. That's never a good thing. Nate has ideas. Nate never implements his ideas, so it's completely fine. It is what it is. Nate's going to try to implement his ideas. He's scared. Not really, but, you know, that's what it is. Anyway, all right.
What it is.
Let's go ahead here. I also want to take a few moments to go ahead and plug. We'll just plug this one more time. Check out the merch. You know what we could do? I've received a few images of people wearing our merch. Show us your merch. I'm going to see if I can throw up some. We're going to make this happen. If you want to see yourself here in our merch, take a picture, send it in to us, and we're gonna make something happen where we show our merch in the wild, in the real world, but we'll do it later. All right, y'all. And once again, please make sure to check out the description for Justice for Mikayla. It is very near and dear to us. We'll go ahead and throw that up there just so you guys are aware. Last person to thank, of course, is Patrick Beatty. He is the one that kind of makes this all happen. He's the one that throws together our videos for us, really produces the show. Absolutely fantastic. He's one of the best guys that we know.
Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you, Patrick. We appreciate you. We love you so much. Thank you. Go check him out. Check out Gaggle of Geeks every Friday. But for now, y'all, please take care of your mental health. It's super important. Please take care of your mental health. And as always, keep going.